I begin the video in the hood, off of Mack Avenue just north of Indian Village. The reason why is because I think that it's interesting to see the contrast between the messed up areas and Indian Village, which is full of old money mansions. Anyway, I think that most people will be surprised when they see this neighborhood, as believe it or not, there are still a few nice neighborhoods left in the city limits that are original. In this video, I'll tell you all about Indian Village and how this neighborhood has been able to survive the economic downfall of Detroit over the decades. And just like that, we're in Indian Village. Really quick, as if you enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, as doing all of those things helps these videos destroy the evil monster that is the YouTube algorithm. Also make sure to hit that notification bell and select yes, so that you can be notified every time that I upload a new video. If you enjoy this video, then you might enjoy checking out some of the featured playlists on this channel. Videos with amazing insights on other places like what you'll see here can be found in my Detroit playlist or in my Michigan playlist. Last but not least, if you can't get enough of me on here, you can always go follow me on my other social media accounts, and those links are below. Indian Village is only 3 blocks wide, however it's about 10 times as long as it stretches along Seminole, Iroquois, and Burns from Jefferson Avenue to Mack. The neighborhood is approximately 3 miles east of downtown, and the bridge to Belle Isle is right next door. As you saw on the satellite photo and as you look around, you can already tell that Indian Village is in its own league as far as East Side Detroit neighborhoods go, and it has a look and feel that is similar to the Grosse Pointe communities that are 3 miles east. According to the likes of Niche.com, Indian Village is home to 1,600 people, and the median home value is $424,000, compared to Detroit's average of only $52,000. The median household income is $70,000 per year, and as many as 64% of adults 25 and older have a bachelor's degree or higher, and another 21% have some college credit or an associate's degree at the least, leaving only 15% of Indian Village's population without some college education. I couldn't find the poverty rate for Indian Village, as finding those for these smaller neighborhoods are hard to come across, but you can probably imagine that it's a much smaller percentage than the city. Indian Village was placed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1972. The land was originally a pair of ribbon farms that were owned by François Rivard and Jacques St. Aubin, in which both men have streets named after them in the city. Later on, a man named Abraham Cook bought the land that Indian Village sits on today, between 1811 and 1822. In 1893, the Cook Farm Company was formed to develop what they called a first-class residential district on a generous scale. The prices were marked high to only allow wealthy people to build homes in the newly planned neighborhood. Among the architects that designed many of the homes in Indian Village includes Albert Kahn and Louis Camper, who were among the region's most well-known architects during Detroit's glory days, and they were built mostly for Detroit's business elites, including Edsel Ford, who was Henry Ford's son. It wasn't just auto industry executives, however, as there were many other lawyers, doctors, and bankers that owned homes in this neighborhood as well. The houses were built mainly in the late 1800s and in the early 1900s. The styles of architecture used in this neighborhood range from Georgian, Federal, Colonial Revival, arts and crafts. Wait, arts and crafts? Yeah, I didn't know that was a style of home. Learn something new every day. Other styles were Romanesque and Tudor Revival. Some of the mansions are as big as 15,000 square feet, and as you can see, Indian Village has a wide variety of home styles, opposite of the typical cookie-cutter stuff that you see in modern suburbs today. Many of these homes are labeled as historic mansions. This is from the website historicdetroit.org. Well, let's see here. You have the Bernard G. Cother House. Wait, 3 of them? You have the Charles B. Johnson House, the Dr. George Fay House, and the list goes on and on. It's possible that every house here has a name attached to it. So you might be wondering, how does Indian Village look this nice when the surrounding Detroit neighborhoods have taken a 7 decades-long nosedive? For example, this street is just 2 blocks east of Indian Village. Well, the answer is pretty simple. The residents of Indian Village over the years have taken extreme pride in keeping their neighborhood nice. The Neighborhood Association holds a tour every year called the Indian Village Historic Homes Tour. It's held on the second weekend of June, which happens to be the same time that I'm uploading this video.
Then why didn't you go the extra mile and go on the tour and show us the insides of these beautiful homes?
Well, because this year, just like the previous 2 years, the tour was canceled due to fears of coronavirus. Homeowners didn't want people inside their homes with this pandemic going on, even though it's basically over now. But they say that they're going to bring it back for 2023, but we'll see. Anyway, all of the money generated from this annual tour goes towards keeping the neighborhood looking nice. That's not the only source of revenue, of course, as I'm imagining the HOA fees make up most of it. By the way, this is West Village, which has been an up-and-coming area over the last several years. It's a fairly small neighborhood, but it's good to see areas in the Detroit city limits outside of downtown begin to redevelop. Inside of this neighborhood, at the corner of Van Dyke and Kercheval, there's a new multi-use building that was in the construction phase when I made this video, and we'll get a view of it later. The building has a percentage of the residential units available for affordable housing, while other spaces are used for luxury living and retail. More developments have took place near the intersection of Van Dyke and Jefferson. According to the almightyniche.com, West Village is home to 4,100 residents and the median household income is $40,000 per year. 32% of adults 25 and older hold a bachelor's degree or higher, and the median value of owner-occupied housing units is $225,000. When compared to the rest of Detroit, these economic stats make the area look like heaven. In fact, let's go ahead and check out Van Dyke, as a small stretch of the thoroughfare has seen improvements in West Village. And up here on the right, you can see the building that I was talking about at the intersection of Van Dyke and Kercheval. It features a mixed use of residential and commercial space. New construction, just what this area needs. Now, I'm going to skip the footage ahead to where I'm heading east on Lafayette, which is one of the main east and west streets that head through the middle of Indian Village. Meanwhile, let's take a look at Zillow and see what's selling at the time that I'm uploading this video. Looks like there's an old chapel that's been converted into a house that's listed for $430,000 here, and it looks like there's a $600,000 4,500 square foot house here, and look at this, $3.5 million for this 14,000 square foot house. That's some fancy living. Well, we've already checked out Seminole Street, and for the rest of this video, we'll check out Iroquois and Burns, heading north and south through Indian Village to see all of the fancy homes. And now it's time to head south on Burns for the final stretch. And to the left is Nichols Elementary School. It might be the nicest looking public school building in all of Detroit. Well, there you have it, guys. Indian Village, Detroit, Michigan. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, as doing all of those things helps these videos destroy the evil monster that is the YouTube algorithm. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell and select yes, so that you can be notified every time that I upload a new video. If you enjoyed this video, then you might enjoy checking out some of the featured playlists on this channel. Videos with amazing insights on other places like what you saw here can be found in my Detroit playlist or in my Michigan playlist. Last but not least, if you can't get enough of me on here, you can always go follow me on my other social media accounts, and those links are below. We'll see you next time. Peace!